Hi, Miss L here. This week in Cherry, we have started looking at our topic this term of tubes and tunnels. And so to start off the week, I gave all of the children different types of tunnels and tubes, and they had to sort them out and figure out which one is a tube and which one is a tunnel. So I explained generally tunnels are a way to go between either underground or sometimes between things. So tunnels, you can go inside, or animals can go inside, trains, cars, whereas tubes are generally smaller. They're a cylinder and can put things such as water through them, or things like straws and snorkels are all tubes. So we started looking at that, and to further narrow down on our phonics, this week specifically, we've been looking at trains that go through tunnels. So firstly, I put together a phonics train. So we had, starting with our A is for apple, all the way to Z is for zoo. So we've been practicing our phonics song. The A is for apple, apple, B is for ball, ball. And so on Tuesday, we had to find all the way from A to Z around the room and put the train together. And then on Wednesday, we used the same train, but instead I made little tunnels on the ground, and I would say, okay, let's find the tunnel with the letter A. And everyone would have a train, and they would have to push their train through the tunnel that had the letter A on it, or the letter I, or the letter Z. So we practiced our phonics through tunnels there. And for our books this week, we have been looking at Choo Choo Clickety Clack, which goes through many different types of vehicles. So we've got cars and trains and planes and boats. But our train in this story goes through a tunnel, so we discussed the tunnel here. But we also learned many different types of vehicles and the sounds that they make and what they do, whether they sail or they race, or they're very fast, or maybe they're slow. And we've also been looking at Maisie's train, which is just a sweet little story of Maisie the mouse who goes on a little train journey. And through that, we have been learning a little bit more about trains and figuring out different sizes. So I gave everyone bigger and smaller trains, and they had to sort them out between big and small. And that's all for this week. See you next week.